Okay, let's see. Let's give it another minute or two. We'll take a look at this. Oh. We might actually have to change something here. Yeah. Filter on this one. Let's Alright, 24. I have the new not new. I have a Dark Souls font on my computer now. Like as a normal font like in Notepad and shit. So that's pretty cool. Off topic completely, but I might end up having to change this. Oh no, that should be fine actually. I think so. Fucking son of a bitch. Hang on. Okay. Fucker. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't fucking linking there. Alright. Okay. Let's get going on this. We'll get started here. So, Shadowlands preview Oribos. Already some comments. Thought it'd be interesting. Ugh. City of Oribos serves as the crossroads of the Shadowlands. Here, mortal souls are judged by the Arbiter before being sent to their final destinations, and shadowy denizens swap gossip and anima, the soul-born essence that fuels the Shadowlands. Your arrival in Oribos provides a glimmer of hope in a dark time, for reasons no one can explain. The Arbiter has gone dormant and is no longer directing souls to their just afterlives. Okay, so it's not that the Arbiter is straight up just like not. She's straight up just asleep, basically. So that actually provides a little bit of context as to why she's not able to do anything with the souls, because that's why they're going to the Maw, because the Arbiter is just not around, not hanging out, just asleep. Which is interesting. Does add a little bit into speculation, but that's for another time. Instead, every one of them is being damned to the torment of the Maw, a place from which you were the first to successfully escape. As the heroes of the Alliance and the Horde journey through the uncharted realms of death, Oribos welcomes weary travelers from both factions, but forces them to set aside their differences while inside the Citadel's walls. Never seen that before. Regardless. Oh, how to get there. Portals in Vestibule of Eternity in Bastion, or Pridefall Hamlet in Revendreth. Alpha portals are temporary. More options will become available closer to the... Okay, so that's more or less for the actual alpha testers. So we have attendants and we have brokers. Uh, let's see. Oribos is in the care of the attendants, mysterious beings who are created to tend to the eternal city and to ensure the Arbiter carries out her duties without interruption. Their decisions are guided by the purpose, the belief that the Shadowlands follows a pattern laid out by the Arbiter in her infinite wisdom. Each attendant serves a purpose assigned to one of three paths. Caretakers are charged with maintaining the function and stability of Oribos. They tend to the Arbiter's needs and services and service the operations of the city. The sagacious scholars hold the knowledge of the Eternal City. It is from this circle that the honored voice, who speaks on behalf of the ever-silent Arbiter, is selected. Stoic and implacable. Protectors comprise a militia capable of defending Oribos and enforcing order within. So for these guys, the purpose. Their decisions are guided by the purpose. The belief that the Shadowlands follows a pattern laid out by the Arbiter in her. So there's a interesting. So did she foresee all these events? Is that kind of has this all happened again and again before? Ooh, like a circle of life kind of deal. Life and death, circle of life. And that bitch Sylvanas is over there talking about breaking the cycle. So just saying. Not a bad way to link a couple things, you know. Can definitely see connections there. So, all right. And they're broken up into caretakers, scholars, protectors. So, okay. You know what's funny? That actually reminds me of Dark Souls a little bit. The caretakers are the priests. The scholars are, pretty sure they're still considered scholars in Dark Souls. It might be called something else. The protectors are the knights. Interesting. Very interesting. That game's all about death and rebirth and all that. Alright, so brokers. Okay. Native to an unnamed realm of the Shadowlands, brokers possess an innate affinity for locating anima, even in the midst of the current drought. They appear eager to assist the mortals arriving in Oribos, offering their expertise in acquiring raw materials and crafting them into useful goods. Savvy and adaptable, the brokers keep their true intentions to themselves. One thing is clear, they can provide a wide variety of exotic merchandise and valuable services, if the price is right. So there's an unnamed realm, kind of like, Maldraxxus or Bastion or whatever, because, there's a shit ton of them, supposedly, and all over the place. We only see the, this 3 or 4, that matter to us. These guys come from some place that we don't know of. Offering their expertise in acquiring raw. So they're able to essentially sense anima in a way. Savvy and adaptable. They're traders. They sound like literal just vendors and shit. But it doesn't. It's interesting. They appear eager to assist the mortals. They're very eager. They can locate anima. And their true intentions are kept to themselves. Okay, I mean, there's not really much else we can tell with those guys, so it's really kind of hard to deduce anything from all that, you know. So I guess we'll just keep going. So the soul stream flowing through the very center of Oribos is a soul stream made up of all the mortal souls entering the Shadowlands. Though intended to be judged by the Arbiter and sent to the afterlife, each has earned every soul, noble and villainous alike, is instead heading straight into the maw. So basically, all the souls come through here. The exact center of Oribos. So is the Arbiter like above this or something? I don't know. This is interesting. I mean, apparently it's going up, and I'm assuming it's going up, and the Arbiter's at the top somewhere. You know, it's just like, all right, scatter. And, scatters them as they go. But for whatever reason, it's just going up and then hooking a right or something, and saying no, off to the maw. So, all right, not much to take away from that. Cool architecture though, very cool. Um, Definitely Halls of Valor esque, which I mean, you could definitely say it's realistically the reverse. That they took inspiration from Oribos lore wise. Ring of Fates. Now that mortals roam the Shadowlands, Oribos has attracted brokers from across the realms of death. Death come and trade goods within the Hall of Curiosities. Just as in Azeroth's sanctuary cities, Oribos offers all the services an adventurer would need, such as profession trainers found within the Hall of Shapes, a bank, Hall of Holding, and Hall of Shapes? What kind? That sounds dumb, but there's. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hall of Shapes. Isn't there like a god of shapes or something? Like, it sounds ridiculous at first, and when you give it context, it makes more sense. Hang on. God of shapes. I'm not shape shifting. Shapes. Um. Proteus. I don't know. I don't want shape shifting. Like, that's not what I need. Shape changing. I thought it was whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Where were we? Bank of Holding and PvP vendor. You'll also be able to access barbershops, which will provide updated appearance options for your characters in a future alpha update. So naturally, as a soul, you gotta give a fuck about your hair. How's the beard looking? You got it nice and trimmed up. Got to make sure as a soul, that you're looking mighty fine. You can't. Gotta have those barbershops. Some services will not be available with the alpha at this time, including profession vendor and trainers, but we'll let you know as soon as they're ready for testing. Okay, so Ring of Fates. I mean, some of these names, I don't know. Even the Soul Stream, like, it looks cool, sounds cool, and stuff, but some of them are a bit edgy, edgelordy. Like Ring of Fates. I'm just saying, could probably be some better names. Ring of Transference. I don't know. I feel like it could just be better. That's all. Ring of Transference. No longer isolated due to the effects of the Anima Drought, the Eternal City has once more opened its gates, allowing travelers to come in and out of Oribos freely using the portals and Flight Masters services within. I wonder why they opened. So they closed down Oribos due to the effects of the Anima Drought. But why though? Why? Like, what? How would that affect? So I'm assuming they closed down the city. They didn't close down like the stream of souls or whatever the hell. Okay. From here, players can travel to Bastion's Elysian Fields, the gladiator arenas of Maldraxxus, Ardenweald's Ethereal Forest, and Gothic spires of Revendreth and the Horrors of the Maw. Portals to Orgrimmar and Stormwind will also be available for Azeroth champions to use, naturally located at the entrance of Oribos, so that you may return to the lands of the living to settle any unfinished business. Which, lore-wise, if you're able to do that, it wouldn't make any sense. Because supposedly time moves forward a lot quicker in Azeroth compared to Shadowlands. So, I mean, Ian said it in an interview. You spend, I mean, time moves slower about 3-10 times. He didn't give an exact amount. He said there is no exact amount. It's, it's chaotic. It kind of goes up and down. But I mean, by the time we're out of Shadowlands, let's say we spend 2 years in Shadowlands, we come out, it could be like 10, 20 years when we leave back to Azeroth. Like, oh shit, the fuck. Personally, I have a feeling the Scarlet Crusade is going to be involved. I mean, I know that little, that little note or those couple notes or whatever found in Tirisfal Glades. It's small, but it's set up for future, conflict, future issues, especially with Kalia Menethil. I mean, we might see some of her in this expansion too, but I have a feeling her role in this expansion might be a bit light, even though, she's got a new model and all that, but I feel like she's really going to start showing up in maybe the next expansion or even the one after. But that's if this Scarlet thing goes through. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I'm also a horror for the idea of a necromancer, possibly being at the end of the expansion maybe, or into the next one. We come out of this, right? I think we understand this whole dead magic thing. We've been in here a little while, So there we go. Now we got necromancers. That'd be fantastic. Don't at me, bro. Let's see. Temporary. Okay. And Jesus. At the very end here, the Arbiter's Chamber. From her sacred chamber atop the very crown of Oribos, the Arbiter has judged every mortal soul crossing the Shadowlands since the dawn of time. Since time itself. So yeah, the soul stream goes up because, her very crown of Oribos. Okay, yeah. But now, instead of being shepherded to their deserved fate, all souls are flowing past the dormant Arbiter and hurtling directly into the horrors of the Maw. They're literally just flying past her. The desperate attendants have sought in vain to unravel this mystery, causing some question to their own unwavering faith in the purpose. Oh, interesting. So is the purpose an actual, Arbiter's got infinite wisdom. This purpose is, something that's completely laid out. Supposedly, a pattern of things to happen. Now they're unsure if the purpose is really a thing, or if, this is breaking that issue. We look forward to sharing more, blah, 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 blah. And what it has to offer is what Mr. is looking forward to most. What happened to their heads? Their heads? I mean, these guys, I'm guessing. Instead, every one of them is being damned to the torment, a place which you were the first issues. That's a good point. So if we were the first ones to successfully escape, does that mean Sylvanas didn't go to the Maw when she hopped off of ICC after Wrath? What if she went to Revendreth? She went to Revendreth and fucking hated it. Absolutely hated it. And then, because that's spoilers, lots of spoilers. There, you know what? Add a new spoilers. Spoilers, kinda. Wait a minute, can I hold up. Before I continue. I can use the font, dude. Look at it. That shit's, oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, oh, yeah, so if we were the first ones to successfully escape, and it wasn't Sylvanas, well, supposedly Sir Revendreth is, you know, in cahoots with the jailer. Did they plan on her dying? Did they know of her dying? If this hang on, let's go back to this purpose. Believe that Shadowlands follows a pattern laid out by the Arbiter in her infinite. So what? Okay, all right. Hear me out. Hear me out on this part. So let's say the jailer was just like, listen, I know how this is all gonna go out. This bitch has all the power. I've been working with her for a while. I get it. I get the system. I'm gonna break the system. The purpose thing, yeah. He knew it was coming because it's a pattern that the purpose that she says happens. So she has complete control over how this all works. So he knew exactly where she was going. Went over there, tortured the fuck out of her, and just made her hate her life. Sent Valkyries, whatever the fuck, to go bring her back and be like, we got you. Don't worry about it. The jailer sends his regards. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. There's a lot of questions, but yeah, maybe she didn't go to the mall. That's possible. Are they Protoss? No siege soul when they die goes to a sort of purgatory when they're kind of just cheated out because she wasn't actually dead or anything. Okay, yeah, it's weird. That's the case. Why did I see Arthas there? Arthas was a different he kind of let it happen, like, part way through there. Like, he definitely got a little bit too consumed in that ship. I mean, we don't know this. This isn't a fact or anything. We don't really know this. We're making assumptions. So until we get the book, you know. The Oribos is under attack. That'll be good. Solomon, we went to the shadow. We don't know why yet. It happened during Legion, right? Planescape? Oh, D&D, yeah. To wound the soul. Is that true? Is that a thing? I haven't heard anywhere about that. But alright, whatever. Yeah, that is a decent point. Dude, this guy, I'm pretty sure this guy's just spitting random shit out. Yeah, dude, this guy's just going off of random shit he's heard of. Okay, yeah, no, come on. That's, I don't know. Did she? We don't know for sure she went to the mall. We just know she went to some place that was not very good. It was personal hell for her. I don't think it's been set in stone she went to the mall. Everyone's just assuming it, but I don't know. I don't read the book, so I honestly could be wrong, but I don't recall. I'm sure everyone's just assuming. Regardless, yeah. I mean, I guess that'll do it. It looks interesting, man. It really does. I mean, that soul stream thing, just up and out of here. Just gotta go. All I'm picturing is just this the arbiter just sitting there, just souls flying. They're like going past her, and she's just like, just all going out towards the maw. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like these names either. I really don't. Like Ring of Transference, Ring of Fates. Like they don't sound generic. Like Ring of Fates. I've heard it before. Like I've definitely heard that before, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's generic. It's just like it's a little edgy, and it just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it works well. Ring of Transference, at least it's a different word. We've heard fates or fate used in however many RPGs or whatever. I don't know. And the hall, like honest, dude, Hall of Shit. Is there a Loa with the Hall of Shit? Like the Hall of Shapes, something shapes, like a god of shapes or a Loa of shapes. Like I can't remember if that's a thing or not. Is it Gonk? Okay. Okay, Gonk is the Loa of shape. Okay, hang on. A master of shapes. So Hall of Shapes, Hall of Holding. Why is that the Hall of Bank? I mean, Hall of Holding. I guess I kind of get this. I don't know. I kind of get it. Uh, I don't know. Just the naming just doesn't. I mean, I feel like this is obviously it's been done before to a degree, to a point. I don't know. Oh well, that's pretty much all I got though. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It looks pretty cool. I mean, look at that. It looks pretty sick. Yeah. You can see outside there a little bit. You're literally just floating in air, essentially. Um, some vendors, Soul Stream going up there. Yeah. All right. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Do some more streaming, I guess. Nah, actually, I'll call it for now. I'll be back on at 6, guys. Yeah. I mean, usual time. So yeah. I'll talk to you guys at 6. See you then.